Alright, ladies and gents, this one is going to be short and sweet. We're back with Inferno, the final episode of the original trilogy. And this is my first playthrough of Doom, and of the 3 episodes, this is my least favorite. Like episode 2, Sandy Peterson did the majority of the level design. We're actually on Hell this time, starting off in Hell Keep, and the level starts out with a pit of flesh and bone. Up to the surface where you get a good view of the hellscape for the first time. A nice way to start the level, and everything is good up until I open this first door. Facing down a cacodemon with only a pistol isn't exactly a fun time. This is a short one, and by the end, I had the shotgun and the rocket launcher back in my hands. The Slough of Despair. It's a fitting name for the map, because fuck me is it a confusing mess. Sandy even put some arrows in the map because this one's such a shit show. But good on him for making the map look like a hand, I guess. Into Pandemonium. A total redemption when compared to the previous level. A large fortress chock full of demons, with close quarters fights against everything, all while Deep in the Code is pumping in the background. The cages filled with skulls really give the impression that we're actually in a demon fortress. Then into these halls where the walls are covered with flesh and bone. This is beautiful. I finally found the chain gun again in this level. I also came across the BFG by chance in this one. Honestly, I hardly used it, but I imagine on higher difficulties, this thing would be critical. I've got to give this level an 11 out of 10. By far, my favorite of the game so far. Into the House of Pain. Another pretty good level. Basically just a human processing plant. Not very challenging, but it's got a high enemy count, so it was pretty fun to play through. This door was the hardest part. And I still don't understand how it works. I'm not really one for switch puzzles, but this one was kind of fun. Probably because I didn't actually have to do any hunting. There was a few barons in this one, which definitely spiced things up a little bit. Into Unholy Cathedral. Not a fan. As a first-time player, the whole find the right teleporter to open a door thing is annoying. The only good thing I can say about this one is at least I found the chainsaw in here. There's another BFG at the end, behind this area that teleports in a horde of demons. Probably the only fun I had in this one. Mount Cerberus. I don't even want to talk about this one. It's like someone said, let's just use all the assets in one level. Who cares what it looks like? It's just not good. Nothing makes sense. Nothing flows together. And yes, I know I missed the secret level on this one. Into Limbo. It's okay. Nothing special. The map itself is awesome. Lots of dark corridors and moving set pieces. And the use of the monster closets is actually a pretty nice touch. Even this maze with the floor as lava shit is pretty fun. But the use of teleporters to find switches to open areas, to more teleporters to find more switches, it's a piss off. This one took me way too long to get through. Dis, the final fight of the episode.
Then let this be our final battle. No, 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 no.
The most difficult of the boss fights for sure, especially on Hurt Me Plenty. A couple of cacodemons and a baron alongside the spider demon. The only reason this is harder is because the spider demon uses a chain gun to hit scan, but it's still not that hard to take down. Some final thoughts on the original trilogy. Overall, Doom is a good game, and I would say it still holds its own today. I can see why it's hailed as the granddaddy of all FPS games. Episodes 1 and 2 were really fun to play through, but if I'm being honest, Episode 3 kinda ruined it for me. Outside of Pandemonium, the levels were mediocre at best. As far as the weapons go, they all had their place, and only the pistol ever really became obsolete once you got the chain gun. And that's something that even modern games get wrong. The arsenal becomes obsolete as you progress through, and I think Doom did a good job of keeping things relevant. Bobby Prince did one hell of a job with the soundtrack. Some of my favorite levels were in large part because of the music. As far as the replayability, I don't know. Episode 3 was really a slog for me. But with that said, I would like to give it an honest try on Ultraviolence. Maybe one day, but I've still got Thy Flesh Consumed, the Plutonia Experiment, and Sigil that I want to get through first. And I'll bump up the difficulty for those now that I've got a feel for the game. The Steam bundle I picked up also had Doom 2, 3, and 64, all of which I've never played before. So I've got a lot of demon slaying left to do before I circle back to this one.